what we are going to do is spam, because we're running elixir golem. Rage up this lumberjack, and I genuinely expect it to take the entire tower. Look at this. Look at the left side. Look at the left side, and look at the right side. Like, what did bro do wrong? What did he do wrong? I am so sorry. There is genuinely so little I have to say about this deck, because you already know it is going to be so incredibly broken. And if you think I'm exaggerating and you don't believe me, the #1 player in the entire world is steamrolling players with this deck. Exactly. This deck is a 3-crown machine. My only advice is that you wash your hands before and after you play this deck, because it truly is that nasty. So come along for the ride, and I will show you how to cook your opponents with this 0-skill deck. Alright, into our first match of the video, and just remember, we don't judge. We don't judge, right? I'm just showing you this deck. You're probably going to give it a try, so no hard feelings. We're going to open up with the skeletons here. And this is probably like, not probably, this is the 3rd video that I've made on Evo Lumberjack. And I know you probably think I'm obsessed, but I am obsessed with this card. It is so disgustingly broken that it is actually just so much fun to play. You don't get to see, you know, often this level of broken in a single card. So it's important. It's important that we use it while we still got it, am I right? Especially at the start of the season. All right, we're going to do this here. We're pretty much even on elixir. I think we're down 1 elixir after we cycled that rage, but this is going to be okay. Okay, and my opponent goes for the P.E.K.K.A. I might be in a tower trade situation. I know a lot of the times, I know in this situation, it's better to just go for like a tower trade or something like that. So we're going to go like this. Evo Lumberjack is going to do great. We're going to kite over the P.E.K.K.A. With our elixir golem, and we're just not going to ask any questions about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes the simplest defense is no defense. Beautiful. Look at that Evo Lumberjack go. Look at that Evo Lumberjack go. That's exactly what we needed. Beautiful. And I would love for my Night Witch to stay alive, so we're going to do like, go this and keep my Night Witch alive. Beautiful. 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 I don't see any reason not to rage this up. Wow, and just like that, somehow we got an elixir pump up and we survived that massive P.E.K.K.A. push. I didn't even really have to do anything, to be completely honest. Wow, I thought we were dead. That just goes to show how good this deck is, man. Evo Lumberjack carrying on that defense. I do need to be mindful of the Evo P.E.K.K.A., but now seems a good time for me to pump up because we're about to get a boost of elixir. And I can kind of just go all in. You don't really have to play too much defense with this deck other than just kind of making sure that you don't get 3-crowned. That's kind of where you got to draw the line. So I'll probably cycle my Lumberjack here. I mean, we're going to be up so much elixir. I kind of leaked a little bit. I'm just going to do this to cycle. I don't really expect anything from it. So, and even if he P.E.K.K.A.s into this lane, which I kind of want him to do, yeah, okay, we're going to be able to overwhelm him. And that's the goal, okay? That makes sense, right? So we're going to go like this. We're going to split our skeletons, go Lumberjack on one side, and this is going to be, like, so difficult for him to defend. It's actually so satisfying to watch. All right, we're going to go like this, get our arrows off, and watch the Evo P.E.K.K.A. just melt, watch the Evo Lumberjack take care of everything, and this is just GG, so I didn't really have to think about what I was doing there. This deck genuinely just plays itself. What happened to that Ewiz, bro? That Ewiz just got eviscerated. We're just going to cycle cards into this lane, just kind of let him know this is close for business, but this is just game 1 of what I'm sure is going to be 6 of 7 of showing you why this deck is so incredibly busted. So I'm sure my opponent's just going to throw in the towel here, or he should throw in the towel here. But easy first game. Kind of just shut my brain off and started placing cards down, and it really wasn't a difficult win. So GG's to this P.E.K.K.A. player. Sad it wasn't a 3-crown, but we're going to see you in the next match. All right, up here against Demon Slayer. He's also rocking the Lumberjack. Oh, and he's running Dagger Duchess. If you see that your opponent is running Dagger Duchess, it's already GG's. Unless they're like a really good player, which who knows, maybe this guy's a really good player. Executioner does scare me, makes me think that they're a very skilled player. Executioner, one of the best cards in the game, but it's hard to use. In my opinion, I think it's hard to use well. So, you know, I'll be curious to see how my opponent uses it. I think I'm just gonna go for a kite here. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. It's kind of just like an awkward defense. Lumberjack should live this interaction, which is nice. And I don't know if that was the best play. It was just awkward, right? Like, just truly awkward to defend. Yeah, I don't know. I gave him a lot of elixir there, so I'm kind of scared, to be honest. Oh, he's running a similar deck to me. Same, but different. And we're in trouble. No doubt about that, huh? I don't really expect to keep our tower here. I think it's going to be tower down. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I got what I deserved. Unfortunately, I need to do this just to make sure that I don't eat too much damage. And even then, it feels like too much damage. But that's okay. I don't want to go in. I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'm going to pump up because he should have to spend like a decent amount on this. And then if we can defend, I genuinely think we can bring this back, which is crazy. The problem is the Evo Electro Dragon we have like nothing for. So that's like the one thing that I'm like genuinely stressed about. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a high Skeleton King. And once that Evo Skelly Drag dies, we can go for skeletons. And I need them to live, then we can go like this. And I'm telling you, I think we can bring this game back. We need to go all in for the 3 crown, basically. But the problem is the Electro Dragon. But he doesn't have his Evo Electro Dragon in cycle. And he just wasted arrows. I think we can get a 3 crown here. We're going to rage all of this up. And just get to our Evo Lumberjack. And we're going to see what we can get out of this. And it needs to be big. I mean, it needs to be a lot of damage. And I think we're going to steal this game. It actually felt like this game was hopeless. But with this deck, you're never out of it. Who would have thought, man? GG's, we're going to hold that W. What a comeback. We'll see you in the next game. I did our next match against Anonymous. And it's kind of funny how every season, it's just copy and paste. Like, whatever the broken card is, put it in Elixir Golem. And it just works, man. It's like literally a repeatable formula. Like, it was Evo Electro Dragon, now it's Evo Lumberjack. Just Control-C, Control-V. Just paste it in, and you're going to be fine. Let's find out if he has Earthquake. Even against Hog EQ, I think we have a chance. He goes for a pump of his own. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting, actually, because we're up a little bit of elixir from that Hog. We're up about 4 elixir, so we're going to see. That's just an interesting play. Let's go Night Witch in the back here. I'm tempted to go in just because we have our Evo Lumberjack in hand. We're up in elixir. I think it's a good play. Let's go like this. And I think we're going to go for some split lane here, I think is the move. So we're going to go like this. And see what we get out of this. Oh, Lumberjack on the tower. That's beautiful, man. I'm just going to take this opportunity to pump up and watch Evo Lumberjack go to work on his tower. Ooh, really smart Knight by my opponent, but I don't know how he's going to defend the opposite lane with Dagger Duchess. So that's what I'm talking about with this deck, man. Look at that. Look at that. That one Elixir Golem just going in. He opts to just pump up. I kind of respect that decision. I don't think it's bad. But who runs Pump Hog, man? It's just weird. I'm going to pump up to match his pump because I don't want to get caught, you know, lacking in Elixir. And he just pretty much gave up his entire tower, which is just interesting to say the least. All right, let's go Skeletons here to clean this up. And Skeleton King, just probably to predict some sort of spell. Wow. That is also why this deck is so ridiculous, bro. Okay, that's going to be a good game, surely. Surely that's a good game. I'm going to pop this ability early. Oh, and go like this. Arrows. And my man, how are you going to defend this? Yeah, you're not. Oh, man, dude. This deck is so crazy. Genuinely one of the most boosted decks inside of the game. We're going to boost it up. We're probably going to get another 3 crown. I expect my opponent to just throw in the towel. I mean, I would throw in the towel if I was him. That's the right thing to do. He's just ignoring that Elixir Golem. He says thanks. I don't know what to tell you, brother. He's not going to even touch my tower. Another day, another 3 crown. This deck is crazy. I'll see you in the next match. All right, into the next game against Surge. Man, Clash Royale is wild sometimes. It really is. I just don't know what I expect from the game developers or the balance team, but it's hard for me to say that this is what I expected. Let's just cycle the Night Witch here. That one bat's going to do something on defense. Cycling Recruit's first play is so wild to me. I truly hate that that is a viable play. Wow. Okay. I have to get a crazy arrows here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a cheesy deck, man. Sheesh, color me impressed. Pop this ability early. And I actually think I'm going to rage it up because of how expensive the cannon card is. I think we're going to get good damage on the tower. Yeah, look at those rage skeletons. Wow, even with the Dark Goblin nerf. I actually cleaned that up pretty well. Okay, not bad. We're actually going to go Lumberjack here, and it should clean up everything. And it's going to threaten damage on the tower. You should have to play Goblins or something. I'm thinking of arrowsing them, but I think it's probably an overcommitment. We're just going to... Man, I wish I had my Rage in cycle. Wow, okay, that's a lot of damage. So we're up here against a spam player. Defensively, we're going to struggle. So the key when you're playing a deck like this is knowing when to just eat the damage. Sometimes you just got to sack and attack. So I'm going to go for a pump here. I think I'm going to try and defend, but not over-defend my towers. And if I lose them, I lose them. That's kind of going to be my motto here. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this tower, but we're going to do our best. Go like this. Yeah. Let's get our arrows ready. Arrows. The Night Witch actually stayed alive surprisingly long. Like, given the circumstances of that defense, we actually defended really well. And my metric for that is that we didn't lose our tower. If you can ever get away with an elixir collector and not lose your tower, in my opinion, that's a success. So I think we're going to pump up one more time here, right around double. I'm done with pumps. I'm just going to keep my tower and probably go in for a massive, one more massive push. Night Witch here. Can really only Night Witch when I have arrows and cycle is the thing. Alright, we're going to go like this. This is going to be a weird defense, but we're going to E-Golem and then Evo Skeletons. And that's kind of like our cheat code here. Ooh, Mother Witch is bad for us. Okay, okay. Gonna get this down and go Evo Lumberjack. Okay, let's rage all this up. Nice. Low-key, I feel like he has like a counter deck to us, but we're winning. You know what I mean? It's kind of nuts. Let's go like this. Beautiful. This is going to DPS this down so nicely. Even with that, I can just go for arrows on it, and it's not a problem. Let's go like this. We're going to save our Lumberjack. We're just going to E-Golem on defense. Skeleton King. And I'm kind of perplexed that he lost that matchup with Goblin Curse and Mother Witch. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll give us the well played. I'm just going to kind of shake it off. Haven't lost yet in this video. We're going to play 2 more matches. Another day, another dollar up here against Pilato. Hopefully you're learning something as well. I mean, obviously, there is a learning curve to this deck, albeit not a steep one, but there is, you know, there are plays that you can make, and good ones and bad ones. We're going to be up here against a cycle player, kind of the foil to me, kind of the opposite of what I'm playing. Someone who's actually using a deck that requires skill. It's either going to be Balloon Cycle or Hog 2.6. Probably nothing else really runs this combination of cards from what I've seen. It's okay. He fireballs our pump. That's not a problem at all. Great Ice Spirit by him. A form of a prediction, no doubt. So really good player, you can tell. Or maybe he was just cycling it. I don't really know. We're going to use it as an opportunity to cycle to our Evo Lumberjack. And we're not going to talk about that Night Witch. Yes, I played it in the wrong lane. Yes, it was a mistake, but it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, we don't need to talk about it. What we are going to do is spam, because we're running Elixir Golem, and unless he defends this perfectly, he's going to take damage, and that's Elixir Golem in a nutshell. And we're going to double rage up this Lumberjack, and I genuinely expect it to take the entire tower. Look at this. Look at the left side. Look at the left side, and look at the right side. Like, what did bro do wrong? What did he do wrong? I need to know. Like, just give up. Just give up. Look at this Lumberjack. It's going to keep going, and we're going to wait, and we're going to wait, and we're going to rage. It's evil, man. It's diabolical. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's just going to give up. And I hate to do it to a 2.6 player, man. I really do, but at the same time, I really don't. So, GG's to Pilato. You never stood a chance, not because he was a bad player, but because this deck is atrocious. So, the game's over before double elixir even starts. I don't know what to say. We'll see you in the next match. All right, into our last match of the video. Out of respect for, you know, my fellow Clash Royale players and the community, I can't play any more games. This has got to be my last one. We're going to end on a W, though. I mean, we've just been steamrolling people left and right. So we're going to continue that trend here, especially against Dagger Duchess. Unless this man is Muhammad Light, we're going to be in good shape. No sweat there. We got to cycle our Lumberjack for free, which is really nice. I'm going to go low skeletons here. Cycled my pump, and I'm going to wait just a moment, and now I'm going to pump up. Wanted to wait till I was at 10 elixir just to even out the elixir count. We're going to see what the spell is. Oh, Sparky. Alright, Sparky's tough. I mean, he's definitely going to go in here. I don't have my skeletons either to kind of help defend this, so we're going to do our best, man, but there's a really, really, really good chance that we lose our tower here. We're okay with that. We're going to go Lumberjack. And now we're going to go skeletons, hopefully. No. Yeah. 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 The problem, too, is, like, now my pump's gone. All right, let's go for Elixir Collector again. Sparky's tough, man. You don't have any great defenses for Sparky. You saw me play against Sparky earlier in the game. You kind of got to hope that you can pull off a defense with your Evos or something, and then you can go for a 3 crown. So I'm just going to take my Elixir lead. I'm going to pump up and try and be reactive towards his Sparky, but it's easier said than done for sure. I'm just going to cycle this Rage here and try and cycle my Lumberjack. Okay, good. And he allows me to, so that's nice. Because I really, my main shot is when I have my Evos in hand. Otherwise, it's just not great for me. Because what he's just going to do is whatever lane I go in, he's going to cycle a Sparky into it. Yeah, exactly. And then it's really tough. So I kind of just cycle that Night Witch as like a bait. And just kind of saying, yeah, I'm not going to support that push. Take the Night Witch and use my elixir advantage and go in elsewhere. Because that's really his only defense. So as long as we can like survive that and not get 3 crowned, that's like the idea of that interaction, if that makes sense. So we're going to go like this. And this is going to help DPS down everything. We're going to go arrows, rage, and we're going to go Skelly Surround. And pop this ability as well. The ability comes down late, unfortunately. We don't quite take the tower. I wish we would have, but we don't. Wow, I wasn't expecting balloon. What the yuck? Okay. We're not out of it. I mean, we definitely have a chance here. Especially with the Evo Lumberjack in cycle. Okay, we're going to go arrows onto this. We just need to rage, like, train this. You know what I mean? Okay, there we go. Okay. Never out of it, man. Never out of it. Just when you think you have like a horrible matchup, there's a chance. There's always a chance you can bring it back. Night Witch, because the bats will help clog the lane. I need to be cognizant of like a Lumber Loon in the pocket or something like that. Or just this in the pocket. Gonna clog it up, gonna clog it up, gonna clog it up. It's gonna do so much DPS. I don't expect this to even touch my tower. I feel like that was kind of a bad play, to be honest. Okay, there's the Sparky. Let's do this. Pop this ability early. We're going to go Lumberjack here as well. And we're going to get a nice rage onto everything. Dagger Duchess is really bad in this situation. And Evo Lumberjack is really good. Let's get these arrows down. And let that Lumberjack go to work. And just like that, man, you would have thought that I was cooked. You would have thought I was cooked against Sparky. But there's always a way. So there was a little bit of skill there, I'm not going to lie. But also a lot of no skill. So we're going to hold that final W. I'll see you in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. This is the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. I will also put the link to this deck in the YouTube description as well, so you can just open it inside of Clash Royale. No skill deck, not a lot to say about it other than that the #1 player in the world is using it. And just make sure you wash your hands after you use this deck because it is that nasty. So thank you so much for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out.